Hello, leaders, diamonds, star diamonds, boss babes, rock stars. All of you should be leading this call, not me. Thanks, Madison. I love you. When are you due? You're due.
March 1st.
Oh my gosh, fun.
So we're almost halfway.
Yay. That is the best feeling ever. I feel like once you hit that 20-week mark, it's all downhill from there. Okay, I see everyone jumping on. Oh, yes. And you're probably like in the best part of your pregnancy right now. This is where you're like, I look pregnant, I look freaking cute, and I feel good. I've got all my energy. Ugh, so awesome.
Yes.
And literally, I feel like everyone on this team is pregnant. We have like 10 people on my team who are like, I'm pregnant, but don't tell anyone. I'm like, what? Oh my gosh, everyone's pregnant. Send all the vibes to me, baby. Send me those babies. I need them. Okay, so, and I don't know, like, I know this is the leader call, so I don't know, like, what you guys want to talk about specifically. So if you have a topic in mind, you have something specific, a question, want some specific guidance somewhere, I will do my best to answer that for you. You can put it in the chat, you can unmute yourself. I want you guys to feel completely and totally comfortable just chatting, and we can kind of make this like a little mastermind. But yeah, and I know a lot of you guys have been on this call for the last 3, so I don't want to share all the same examples. But one of the things that I was thinking about this morning, say hi, Jose. She's Nikki because she just got out of her jammies. One of the things I was thinking about earlier today was how sometimes Thursdays can be like the best day ever. Did you just hear? I want a shake. That's what she's saying. You already had your shake. Do you want to go finish watching? Here, stand behind me. Can you stand behind me? Color me a picture. Okay, color me a picture. It's right here with purple. Okay. They can either be like the best day ever where you're crushing it in your business. You've had all these shout outs that you're going to give, or you're getting shouted out for hitting diamond or for ring advancing to a star diamond. Like Thursdays are awesome. And maybe it was an incredible payday for your family. And sometimes Thursdays can be really hard, right? Like maybe you're not rank advancing. Maybe you're feeling discouraged about your business. Maybe you don't have anyone to shout out. I was sharing this earlier. I remember early on in my business feeling like Thursdays, I hated them. And I feel like so embarrassed to admit that out loud. But it was true. And it was because my business wasn't growing. I was feeling frustrated and discouraged. I wished that I was hitting goals, but I wasn't actually doing the work to hit them. And I would see these other women crushing it, and I would be like, not gonna support them, not gonna go love on that shout out because what the heck, like that should be me. And I remember talking, and Cozy's not on here, but she'll probably watch the recording. But I remember talking to Cozy. This was like in my first year of coaching. I was maybe like an emerald, maybe even a diamond, I don't know. And just feeling lots of jealousy, just negative feelings, like that lack mindset. Holy crap, Becca, are you pregnant? Did I not know you're pregnant? Oh my gosh, you're so cute right now. Look at that bump, adorable. Sorry, totally distracted by all the babies. And I remember talking to Cozy and just being like, we need to change, because we were both kind of in the same page. Okay, will you draw me a picture? Thank you. Okay, draw me a picture. And we decided we were going to go above and beyond in supporting all the people crushing it in their business. So every single shout out I saw on the team page, on Micah's team page, I would go and I would like write a comment of support and love. I would like every single one of them. And I will tell you, like, my mindset completely shifted. But do not send me pregnancy vibes. That's funny, Jessica. My mindset shifted so much that I started to look at them and not feel jealous, but inspired. I would look at them and say, girlfriend, you're crushing it. I am so happy for you. And I know that that's going to happen for me. And I start to feel empowered and like, okay, they can do it. So can I. If they can recruit coaches every month, so can I. Okay. So I want you guys to just maybe think about those things. If you have, and I'm not saying any of you have felt this. Clearly, like this is my own thing that I have felt in the past. But for some reason, I thought of it this morning. And I just wanted to share that with you in case maybe you have ever felt that. You have ever felt like, why are all these people rank advancing and not me? Or how come everyone's doing so awesome and hitting such high success numbers, success club numbers, and I'm not? If that's you, start to love on your team. If you're not in your team page and commenting and cheering on and like shouting to the rooftops for these women on our team who are killing it, you're only hurting yourself. You're not hurting them because they're crushing it. They're going to keep crushing it. You're going to bring into your life what you give out to others. Okay. So go be like the best teammate and cheerleader and everything. And I promise you that abundance will come into your business as well. Okay. So just like a thought that I had that I wanted to share and hopefully, you know, give you guys that inspiration and excitement about Thursdays. Okay, so what are some topics that you guys have been wanting to talk about and want to just mastermind about today? Okay, good. I've held my diamond rank for a couple months, but every week I'm scrambling to get coaches active and add new coaches. I have my mom's account I can order from if I need them active, but I feel like I'm putting too much of my own money into this sometimes. Do you guys let it go and not order from extra accounts? I'm pushing down more coaches, but it's okay. Kylie, I never ever drop. I will just tell you, when you allow for your business to drop, it'll become so much harder to get it back. So if you have the ability to maintain, do it, and make it give you that urgency to go and recruit like a boss. Okay. Go and recruit like a madwoman because you know that is what is going to make you move forward. Okay. And instead of in your mind thinking like, oh, I'm maintaining, you have to shift that to being, I am growing my business to Star Diamond. I am recruiting like a boss. Like create those affirmations that you're going to say every single morning. I recruit incredible coaches. I recruit a lot of people. Did I say recruit? I recruit a lot of rock star coaches. I am an amazing leader who recruits amazing leaders. Like you have to create these affirmations so that instead of having those negative thoughts that like you don't really notice them, but they're there in the back of your mind, you have to create and consciously build that positive abundance mindset. But if you're constantly thinking like, oh, I have to replace this girl because she's going inactive, I have to like maintain my diamond, you're only ever going to maintain your diamond. Does that make sense? Yeah, Candace, I know like so many of the women on our team, like I have so many coaches who have dropped, and when you drop, it's just kind of devastating and it's hard to get it back. But if you never ever drop, like I literally have never dropped my diamond ever in my life. And I'm not saying I wasn't close. Like I was close a lot of times, but I made it happen no matter what. And when you have that mindset, you will never drop and you will never like you will continually grow. Okay. I know you don't want to drop it. I mean, nobody wants to, for sure. I think it's more just shifting from the thought of, okay, I need to just maintain, like I need this girl, I need one more active to maintain, instead of, rather than just maintain my diamond, I'm gonna recruit 4 coaches this week so that I'm solid and secure and my diamond is strong. Okay. That was a really awesome question, Kylie.
So I have a question, Melissa, or for anybody who's like totally rocking it, like you're saying. Anybody, I guess. I see like the same people just constantly posting, I recruited a coach, I recruited a coach. What I want to know, I guess, is it brand new people you just started following? Is it people that you already know? Like, what is it? Because I feel like I don't want to say depleted my warm market, but at least because I've been doing this for 2 years, almost everybody that continues to follow me, like I've already asked them a million times. So what are you doing? Is it new people? Is it people you've been following? How are you guys doing?
So one of the ideas I like that just popped into my head when you were saying that, I watched and I did this live power hour on the Beachbody Champs page with Rob Pearson. Did you see that one? Okay, so he had in that live power hour, he had us write a list of everyone we know, right? And you've probably done this before. Is that right? Like you've created a master list or whatever. I remember when I started, like I wrote a list of like 200 names. That was my goal, but I had never done it since. And so when I saw his call, I was like, I'm going to do this again because for one, like we've moved, we have new connections. We've been to multiple schools. Like I have built such a larger warm market, but I just hadn't thought about those people. So I would recommend like doing that, like a brain dump of all the people, you know, so like doctors, school teachers, friends, parents and moms and dads, like make literally like everyone possible, you know. Okay. And it can even be like friends you've met from friends or like a new school or a new neighborhood or whatever it might be. And just see how many new names you can come up with. But don't forget to always continually be growing your cold market too. You know, and how long have you been a coach? I don't really even know.
Like 2.5 years. February is going to be 3
Okay.
years. So let me ask you this, like for people, like you said, your doctor's office. Okay. I obviously don't have little kids anymore, so I'm not constantly going to the doctors, right? It's just like your physical and I'm done. So what do you do? Like, do you try to look for the, receptionists and stuff like that on social media, or do you actually like go and talk to them? Like, let's say I'm having a dentist appointment coming up. I have talked to them. I have mentioned it to them before.
Oh, really?
That was it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Coming up, do I go back up again and say, hey, did you ever think about it? Or, I mean, because it's kind of weird. You see them every 6 months.
I would do it like in a fun way. So I'd be like, I'm still waiting for you to do this with me. You know, like make it fun. I wouldn't be like, hi, I know we talked about this last time I was in the office. You know, like I think that would feel awkward for me. But if I was like signing in like, girlfriend, when are you going to do this with me? Like, I'm super pumped and we have a new program coming out and you need to rock this with me. And like, I would just leave it like that. And they'll either like smile and then like stalk you on your Instagram. Or they'll be like, oh, I've totally been thinking about it. Like, here's my number. You can call me, whatever. But I would just make it fun, not like a serious like business follow-up, if that makes sense. And I think that's what's going to bring a lot of people into your business is just being you. I think sometimes when we hear business, we think we have to like talk to people like they're in this business, or like we're an actual like brick and mortar business, or like we're a company like Coca-Cola or something. And really you just want to talk to them like they're your best friends. Like I would never call up my friend and be like, hey Heather, like I know I've talked to you about this before. Are you interested in doing this with me? I would be like, Heather, I'm loving this program so freaking much. And you've been killing it at High Fitness. I feel like you would absolutely crush your goals if you did this program with me. It'd be really fun to do together. I think it's going to be really hard, so I'd love to have your support. Like, just make it a natural invite rather than like a scripted invite. I think that's where we all kind of mess up the conversation in like the process is we make it too scripted and not just like we would talk to every other person in our life. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Yeah, okay. I hope so. Okay, what is working best for you right now with motivating your new people, or just what's working for you in your business? Oh, thanks, Minerva. So do you just mean like in rank advancing or like helping them crush it, or what do you mean? Like my coaches, is that what you mean? Yeah. I feel like just your energy is got to be the thing that's contagious. So lately I've been liking to get on a one-on-one call, and I was never really into the one-on-ones. And even like two-on-ones. Like if I have two girls that join in the same week, I'll be like, hey, we're going to hop on a call like this night or whatever. And I get on and I just like breathe all this belief into them. And I say, okay, I'm so excited for you. Like, here's what you need to do. You need to start out with posting and sharing about what you're doing. This is what it can look like. I love your vibe. So just make it really natural and talk about it in a way that's really natural for you. But just get it out there. Talk about this program you're crushing. Talk about how you want to do it with all your friends. Like, give them the opportunity to bounce ideas off of you. Okay. And I just try to get them as excited as possible, because excitement, I think, is so much more powerful than like any script or process or training. It's all got to come from their heart and their belief in that, in themselves, that they can do it. And I would really love to hear like from Samantha. I don't know if you can talk or not, but Samantha's killing it right now. And I really think it's just her energy, like just her belief that this is life changing and she's not stopping. Do you know what I mean?
Hi.
And look at, she's killing it, and she's got like this tiny baby and 4 other children. Like I
just
can't
got
get
out
enough
the
of you.
shower.
That's perfect. Like, even better.
So one thing with me, I like to be totally honest. So I was in Beachbody 6 months ago, for about a year, and I hit Diamond, and it was for one reason or another. I quit because I was going to go back to school, and then I found out I was pregnant. Anyways, I really think it was the Lord saying, no, you need to do this. So
Yeah.
I found Micah, and I started up again. And for me, it was more of, okay, if I'm going to do this and I've been awarded this amazing opportunity, I need to do it right. And I need to move. And you guys, I wake up every morning. Sorry, and I get kind of emotional. I still have anxiety. Like, I still have crazy postpartum hormones that are like nuts. My kids are home on fall break. Like, these past 2 weeks have been so nuts, but I do it anyways, like almost crying through it. So, but I love that I'm able to do it, and I'm able to share, like, this is hard, but I know it's worth it. Like, it's so worth it. And it's going to get harder too. Like, I'm working with my warm market right now, and I'm scared to work with the cold market, but I know that I have to do it. And so I think you just have to, like, know it's going to be hard and scary and just do it anyways.
Yes.
Because that's, you know, where I'm at right now. So
Okay, so when you say you want to do it right, like, what does that look like for you? Like, is that like sending 100 invites in every day, or is that just like really speaking your truth and like helping people see what's possible? Like, what does that look like for you?
I'm being more real in social media. I'm telling more of my story. I'm saying, whoo, today was hard. I still have my anxiety. I'm saying, you know, things like that. I didn't want to work out this morning, but I did it, and I'm so glad I did. I'm just connecting to people more that way. Having conversations, more warm conversations, texting my warm market, like using more voice and video, letting them actually hear the inflection in my voice and video rather than just a cold text. That's been helping a lot. And yeah, invites. Probably the last 2 weeks, like each day I try and send out at least 30 to 50 invites of just saying, hey, this is what I'm doing. I thought of you. Would you like to do it? If they don't follow up, sometimes, because I got a new phone, I'll say, hey, is this still your number? You know, because it kind of gets them like, oh yeah, I need to respond to her. I forgot.
So you like text them?
Yes, I text them,
Yeah.
or I voice text. And then if I don't have their number, then I'll DM them on Instagram, you know, or try and get them with Facebook. But yeah, that's what's been working for me right now. It might not work next week. You know, you just have to try and keep
Constantly
evolving,
adapting. Yeah.
doing different things. Yeah.
No, I
So
love
hope
that. And I
helps.
think, yes, I think it's like so authentic to, like, how many of us have gone through our phone book, like on our phone, and sent voice texts over like actual text, not like a DM, not like on Instagram or Facebook, but an actual text message. I haven't done that in years, honestly, and I need to, because clearly it's super powerful. And I think when you get a text message versus like a DM, I feel like it would mean that much more to me. Like a text is more personal to me than a DM, but I don't know. Yeah, I never text people either. I'm going to do that this week, Samantha, so I can hit diamond next week. You guys, she hit diamond in a week. She's insanely awesome. And she'll probably be a 1-star here soon. Okay. I text people and new customers. That's so smart, Shauna. Seriously. It is so much more personal, I think. And it makes you feel like a little bit more important than just like on social media. Okay. Any other questions or comments, or like has anyone had something awesome happen that you want to share, or like just, I don't know, get it out into the universe?
I have a question. I'd love to hear what other moms do with your kids. I this summer have had a college girl who's going off to college in January come and watch my kids a couple times a week, so I can get some work done. I know that I need to, like Micah said last night on our call, like schedule out the pockets better during my day, because my girls play really well at home. I have a baby coming in December. Just kind of like trying to think what's worked for other people to, like, what do you do with your kids to make it work?
Yeah. So my world maybe is like a tiny bit different. I only have one baby at home right now. The other two are in full day school. So, and I will say I've never gotten a nanny. I want to, I just have never been able to find one. Like, it's impossible where I live to find a nanny. So, and I can't say that because Micah lives in the boonies too, but I don't know. She's like a gifted unicorn, somehow can convince people to do anything. So my baby, I try to like get her entertained. Like, she plays with blocks a lot right now. So I've got her playing with blocks while I'm working, and that happens a lot in the morning. So we hang out, I work in the cracks, and she's kind of learning and playing and whatever. Yes, Bryn, for sure. And then she naps still, but it's like they're getting shorter and shorter and shorter because she's 2.5. And so sometimes she'll take a 2-hour nap, sometimes a 1-hour nap, but it's always usually from like anywhere between 11 and 2, right? So any 1 or 2 hour gap in there. And the second her head hits the pillow and she's asleep, I'm hustling in my business. Like, I'm sending all my invites. I actually do a lot of invites in the morning. So I'm doing like lots of follow-ups and lots of responding and getting these people the information that they're asking for. I always try to make sure my post is up either in the morning or I do it in the evening. That's just where I found like I get the best response. And then at 3 o'clock is when like after school stuff starts. So that's when my kids come home. I like try to not work at all during that period because I want to be fully present with them. So from like 3 to like 5 or 6 is when I'm fully embracing motherhood and being mom. And then when Jeff gets home from work, he knows like I really have big goals this year. And so he will take the kids outside, play basketball. Like, it's obviously still semi-warm right now. It's not warm. It's cold still, but like warm enough they can be outside. And he'll throw the ball with them or like play with them. And I do about like an hour to 2 hours of work while he is hanging out with the kids, and he also cooks dinner. I know, I've like scored the jackpot. He's amazing. So, and then we do like dinner and family time. We do like our church stuff, and the kids go to bed at 8. And then sometimes like I'll hang out with him, or sometimes I'll work more. Like, it really just depends on what's going on. But for me, it's like literally fitting it in every crack of my life. And that's how it's always been. But the hustle is worth it because I get to choose it. Before, I didn't have a choice when I worked. I had to work when I was told to work, and I didn't have time off unless I was given time off. And like, I literally had 2 days off in the entire year of my work. And so for me, the hustle is so much better than someone controlling my life, you know? And I know not everyone's work schedule is like that, but that's what mine was like. Okay, someone else can answer if they want. Mine is sitting here crying and screaming, so I'm fresh out of ideas.
So I'll go.
Okay, go for
So
it.
I'll address this too. I'm still working on it. I'll preface it with I'm still working on this, and I'm far from perfect. But one thing that I've really realized as of late is like I have no guilt whatsoever in letting my kids play by themselves while I do the dishes, or while I cook dinner, or while I fold laundry, or while I vacuum or sweep or mop or whatever. But then the second I sit down to add to my network or send invites or build relationships or whatever, like all the guilt comes. All the guilt. And they're playing by themselves, they're watching a movie, they're doing all the things that they were doing when I was, and the guilt comes is I don't know if you're like a spiritual person or not, but it's like totally Satan trying to get you down and trying to make it so you don't change other people's lives. And that guilt is not a good thing. Yeah. So just remember and give yourself the grace to get it done, to respond to your messages and to add to your network and whatever, because why? Because what are you pushing for? Because what are you, obviously, if you're a normal human being, you're doing it for your family for some way, shape, or form, right? But just coming from your kids, it's not coming from your spouse. It's coming from an outside source who's trying to make it so you don't change anybody else's life. Yeah. So just let your kids watch a movie, or let your kids play with each other.
Yeah, I love that.
Or
seriously,
let your kids
so
go
true.
outside and hang out with friends, or whatever. So
Yep, exactly. I think really what it comes down to is you just have to make it work in the best way that it works for you, because it's going to look different for everyone, you know? If your kids aren't dying, you're fine. Yeah, exactly. Okay, any other thoughts? Well, I guess it's 10:30, so. Thank you guys so much. This was such a good conversation and lots of really great ideas. I will post the recording in the threads and wherever else Michael wants me to, but thank you for jumping on and for being so engaged. It makes it way more fun for everyone. And I think the best thing we can do is just learn from each other and grow together. And like a last thought, lean in to the team. Like no matter what it takes, I kind of like go back to where I started, is lean into your team and just be fully encompassed and embraced in our culture, in our community, because it is so amazing if you let it be amazing. It can be both things, but we really have a very unique team in that we are all, like, I love our team. Our team is so incredible, and our culture is so incredible, and we really have such a gift, and take advantage of that. You know what I mean? Like, don't take it for granted. Take advantage of this gift you've been given, of these deep friendships and the amazing people that we're surrounded by, and know that you are so loved and you are so welcomed. And if you're feeling like you're not included in that, like, get involved and ask what you can do to be more involved, and reach out to people and be that person to change the way that you feel about it. Okay. I love you guys, and I'm so grateful for you, and I loved chatting with you today. So have an amazing Thursday. Go celebrate with your teams, and I'll share the recording later. See ya.